Hey Year 6, welcome to Maths Lesson 12. Today our learning intention is classify features and types of angles. Now last lesson we looked at types of angles such as acute angles, right angles, straight angles. Today we're going to have a look at those features of each angle. Now classifying angles is another way of saying labeling angles. Now, an angle is formed by two rays, which are arms, that share a common point. This point is called the vertex of the angle. The angle beside there is named ABC, and it can be written as angle ABC. If you see this symbol just here, it is a symbol for angle. Okay, so we use that in front of A, B, C. Now the A is at one end of the ray. You can see that just here. The B is the vertex where the rays meet, and C is at the other end of the ray. The middle letter B, just here, represents the vertex or the common point where the rays BA and BC meet. Okay, so in this example, the angle is labelled A, B, C. However, any three letters can be used to label an angle. Now, I found another angle here that has been found on the 3-4 playground. It is a right angle, and it can be clearly seen it's a right angle by the use of the square just here. Remember, that tells us that it is 90 degrees. Now, to classify this angle, we need to label the vertex and the two rays. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to firstly label the vertex. And remember, the vertex is this common point where the rays meet just here. Now, I'm going to give it any letter that I like. Today, I'm going to choose the letter X. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and label these two rays. So I'm going to label one of my rays A, and I'm going to label the other ray B. Okay, so now I've labeled my vertex, my first ray, and my second ray. I can give my angle its name. So I'm going to use this symbol for angle, and I'm going to label it A, X, which is the vertex, which is in the middle, and B, which is the other ray. Okay. Alright, our second angle we're looking at today is an acute angle. Remember, that's less than 90 degrees. We're going to go ahead and label this angle as well. So let's identify firstly the vertex where the two rays meet. I can clearly see this here is where our vertex is, where our two rays are. Now we're going to give that a letter, and I'm going to now label that letter C. Remember, doesn't matter what letters you use. Now we're going to label our first ray. I'm going to give it the letter Y. And I'm going to label my second ray the letter Z. Now, I can give it an angle name, remember using that angle symbol, and putting my first ray up, which is Y, making sure I put the vertex next, which is C, and put the second ray, which is labeled Z. Alright guys, so it's time for you to practice your independent questions. Remember, you're looking for the features of the angle, so you need to make sure you're identifying the angle name, the vertex, and the type of angle in your questions today. Good luck!